This week marked the one-year anniversary of the death of Sam Dibrell. He's the former star football player for Alamo Heights, part of the 2006 state championship team. Dibrell died last June in a one-car accident when he lost control of his SUV on Highway 16 just south of San Antonio. His death occurred just 3 days before he would have turned 23 years old. The accident was just that, an accident. A 1 in a million chance gone wrong for Dibrell and the entire Alamo Heights community. Now, over the last year, this story has become personal, and quite honestly, I have struggled at times to understand why. But a year later, family and friends have found a way to honor him, and hopefully we have too. Dear Sam, I can't believe it's been a year. So many emotions that either fly by or drag on, sometimes both within the same minute. Let me start by saying your family and friends miss you dearly, but then you probably see that, and I know you felt their love.
You think of him every day. You know, something funny happens, and you're just kind of looking to see if he was there, and you'd see his eyes, and he'd be smiling back at you.
I don't know that it gets easier. You become more okay with it, and, you know, you start really respecting and appreciating everything he did give you and you did have with him.
This time last year was absolutely miserable, but, you know, he's in a better place. So, you know, between that thinking and, you know, thinking about him, how happy he is, makes me feel better every day.
They all think you'd be the first to say, cry less and laugh more, which is why I know you'll enjoy their tribute. Your family and friends have put up a plaque outside the Alamo Heights locker room. It shows all your accomplishments, but it spotlights your motto, your philosophy on life. Live, love, laugh.
That was part of Sam. He would give his mom gifts that had that on there that said love, live, laugh.
It really is a great feeling to being able to see him and being able to know that he's going to forever be a part of this community, and he'll be, you know, watching football games for the rest of his life.
I'm personally really excited about it because, like I was telling my mom, like my kids are going to look at that and be like, that's my uncle, and that just means a lot to me.
I know what you're thinking. Enough with the mushy. Okay, here's what they really think you'd say about the plaque.
Probably needs to be a little bigger, actually.
yeah, you would. Sam, the high school isn't going to retire your number 82. Me personally, I think that's a mistake. But your dad, and boy, has your dad been strong through all this, he sees that as another tribute.
I'm proud for any Alamo Heights kid to wear 82. It's a special number for a special player, and I would always be proud to see a kid wearing 82.
You'd love the fact that your boys continue to honor your birthday. You called it the celebration of life, right? Well, last night they threw the biggest party Alamo Heights has seen in a while.
Through him, we realized that he wouldn't want us to mourn over it, and he wants us just to celebrate and realize that he's who he is.
As cheesy as it sounds to the movie The Sandlot, heroes are remembered, but legends never die. And he was definitely a guy that was a legend.
But the cool thing about your legacy, your friends don't just show up for the milestone moments. They show up for the little ones.
We watched the ball game the other night together. They still do it. They come around.
It's just one of those things you don't really think about. You just do it. It's just, I mean, it's just, you just feel close to him.
Sam was the core of all of our group. He was the core member of our whole group, so he really brought us all together.
They're like my sons, and I'm very thankful that they keep my son's memory going, and we'll always be grateful for that.
And as for Hannah, your beautiful little sister, your buddies have adopted her as their own.
He'd probably just want us to beat up some boyfriends, and that's about it.
Yeah.
No, I think he really appreciated us just looking after him.
Sam, this may sound weird, but even though you're gone, we still see you. We call the images heaven on earth, although something tells me it's only half as good as the real thing, but that's another letter. I'll finish with one request. Help us all understand the true way to honor your loss, any loss, is to continue to embrace what's left behind. People have said to me, I see him and I'm not sure what to say. With all due respect, I'll ask you, what would you like for folks to say when they run into you or your wife or your daughter?
I do not mind it at all when people ask me about my son. And it's therapeutic, it's therapy, it helps to talk about him, to keep talking about him, and to keep his, that's what we have now. We have memories.
Sam, you are missed. Until another time, David Chancellor. Oh, P.S. Hannah wanted me to make sure you knew this.
Each time, like, there's a picture of him in the house, and each time, like, I walk by it, I'm like, yee.
That was his saying. Sandy Dibrell, Sam's mom, hands out these hearts of love. They're made from the material of Sam's 2 favorite shirts. His dad told me this week a college roommate of Sam's was in a car accident recently, and the car flipped several times, but the young man walked away without a scratch. The Dibrells believe it was because he had this heart with him. I believe it too. Don.
Great story, Dave. We are about